Hello, my name is Elizabeth. This is Frizzy Lizzie Stitches, and today is January the 30th. Is it the 30th? Yes, January the 30th, 2022, and this is Flosstube number 18. So, I was prepping myself for today's video and honestly did a terrible job. So, my parents came to see me a couple weekends ago. Well, I guess not this weekend, but last weekend. And anyway, they came to visit me to celebrate my birthday with me. My birthday was earlier this month, and because they had some presents for me, which one of those presents was a ring light. So I was super excited because I had no idea that my parents even knew that I wanted that. So yeah, here we are. I'm using my ring light today. So the apartment that I live in, like, kind of is in the shadows. So I only really get good daylight, like, in the morning. And I'm not really in the mood to film a video in the morning because I'm just not woken up yet. So anyway, hopefully the ring light helps with that, and also will help with any bad weather days to where there's just no sun in the sky. Today is actually a sunny day. So I'm kind of double dutying. I have the window and the light, but the window makes everything look kind of blue. So anyway, I digress. I have a new toy to play with. So yeah, but it was taking me a long time to figure out, how to work with it because, well, I mean, obviously it's easy to turn on, but like as far as like how close to have it to me, what brightness, it goes between cool and warm tone light. So anyway, had a good like fun hour playing with that. So here we are, and because I spend so much time on the lighting, I did not write good notes for myself, so there's a good chance that this video might just be me rambling and have no organization at all. So okay, but needless to say, I'm very excited. Like I said, my parents came to see me last weekend and we had a really great time. I always love getting to see my family. So, and my sister was able to come as well. And then they also brought the dogs. So I took Piper to Bobby's apartment so that she wouldn't have to endure the dogs, because I don't want to say they don't get along, but Sammy is just very interested and Piper is just not. So they would not commingle very well in the same habitat. But yeah, had a great time. And then last week I did lots of yoga because this stupid Apple Watch has these like ringing in the new year goal that I just, every single year I tried my darndest to do it, and so I did a lot of yoga this week so that I could close all 3 of my rings 7 days in a row. So anyway, but I also have Apple Fitness Plus now because my parents also give me an Apple TV, and it is awesome because it like talks to your watch. And you can just like scroll through the TV and like pick a workout, and then it'll start it on your watch and like start the workout, and then when the video's over it'll stop the workout on your watch, and then it'll also like show you all your watch stuff on the TV. Anyway, it's really high-techy and I guess unnecessary, but it's really cool and I really like it. So yeah, okay. And then this weekend has been pretty chill. Friday, I got Bobby to help me soak off my dip nail polish from the salon, and then I painted my nails. Well, I trimmed them back because they were really long, and then I just painted them myself with normal nail polish. So that was fun. And pro tip, if you're ever soaking off your own polish, get someone else to put the foil tips on for you, and then put oven mitts on so you do not touch it for at least 45 minutes. And then it'll come off like no problem. So anyway, that was my experience on Friday, and it worked out really well. So, and then yesterday, Bobby and I went just across the river, I suppose, to Decatur, and went to a local needlework shop there. Piper's under the bed making weird sounds. I think she's learned how to climb into the box spring. Anyway, we went to an LNS. and it was called Cross Stitch Peddler, and it was awesome. And so I have some goodies to show from there in the haul section of this video. And yeah, I also managed to, so my dad's birthday was this past Friday, and the night I was soaking off my nails. And so he opened his gift, and him and my mom both loved it. So I think Mom's kind of jealous, which I figured she would be. But I also thought it would be good because then Dad could display it. Mom would want it to be displayed because she also liked it. So anyway, but so I'll insert a picture later when I talk about that. And I think that's pretty much it for overview things. I managed to fully finish, well, I guess it's not fully finished because I haven't framed it. But I finished all the beading on Cozy Cafe, so we'll get to that. And yeah, so I think that's a good intro. A good overview of what will happen today. So I guess the first project that I'll show is, well, we'll go ahead and show Cozy Cafe first. So, like I said, I finished the beading this week. So last time you saw it, I'm not going to bother showing, like, you know, here's what it's supposed to look like, this is what it looked like last time, because it's complete now. So last time it looked just like this, it just didn't have any beads on it. So this is what it looks like. And let me see if I can get you closer to show some of the beads off. So there's beads in 8 of the 10 cups, and so there's no beads on the chai or the Earl Grey tea. And I've discovered that this particular piece is kind of hard to like get close to the camera and the lighting not affect how the color looks. So, but maybe that can be the thumbnail. Okay, so I'm just gonna try to show each cup because that seems like the best thing to do. But here's the coffee. So we got some sprinkles on the donut. And then the peppermint cocoa, we have beads on the little foam, the polar bear foam ears and hands. On the sparkling water, we have some beads on the kiwi and the dragon fruit. For the pumpkin spice latte, we have some cinnamon and some just iridescent sprinkles. We've got strawberry seeds on the strawberry lemonade. There's some beads in the center of the flowers on the matcha cup. None on the tea. On the raspberry mocha, it's in the little raspberries to make them look more like raspberries instead of just flat color. And then on the apple cider, we have it for the apple seeds and then some of the little sprinkles inside along here. So yeah. I try to film like a close-up of it with the others, because so I film on my phone, so I'm filming with like the front-facing camera. I filmed a little bit of this with the other side of the camera. Not sure if I'll put it in. We'll see how the footage goes, but yeah. This is completely done. I just need to get it framed, which will probably happen much later. But we can mark another whip off the list. So now I can like put all this floss back and anyway. So yeah, Cozy Cafe is done. Oh, and then I'll talk about it later, but I got myself a tool from the cross stitch store I went to yesterday to help me with this beading. So I'll talk about that later. But my dad's birthday present, I showed it in my last video, but I had not framed it yet. So I just wanted to pop a picture in here of what it looked like after I got done framing it. And like I said, my dad really loved it, and my mom really loved it as well. So yeah, but that's what it looked like. And then the next project, okay. I always put my water on Piper's tower because it's just close, and whenever she jumps up, I'm just afraid she's gonna knock it over, but it's always fine, so. Okay, anyway, the other cross-stitch project that I worked on last week, which I don't think I actually even wrote down how long I spent on this stuff this week. It's somewhere on my phone, but I think I only stitched on this project for like 2 days, but it's Sweetheart Campfire. So this is what it's going to look like, and this is what it looked like last time you saw it, and this is what it looks like now. So I think I mostly worked down here in this area, so that's probably the only change that you might be able to tell. But yeah. So what cracks me up about this is I told myself that I was gonna work on this project for 14 days this month, and I only worked on it for 3. So yeah, that's fine. I mean, if you're allowed to not meet your goal, and then you can, reevaluate. I mean, I don't think it was a very attainable goal, to be honest. It probably would have been attainable if I didn't have jury duty and, like, I don't know, getting your life. I feel like January, you're just like getting your life back together after the holidays, and I think I just tried to go too hard too fast with setting that goal. So anyway, but I like it when I work on it. I just, I didn't give as much time to it this week, so whatever, it's fine. I did, however, manage to find time to work on my crochet blanket, and I put a stitch marker on it last time, so this time you should be able to tell how much I actually worked on. So I made it through that last ball of yarn, and not the last ball of yarn, but the ball of yarn that I was on previously. Ooh. Okay, and so here is, I'm not going to unfold the whole thing because that's kind of ridiculous, because then it's just going to be a wall of crochet blanket and you're not going to see anything, or you're not going to see me or not get a good size. Words. I'm not going to pull the whole blanket out and unfold it all because I did that last time. So really I just wanted to show you guys how much I worked on. So this little green stitch marker is where I was the last time, or I guess 2 weeks ago when I showed you guys. And then obviously this is where I'm working now. So quite a bit of progress there. Like I said, I finished the ball of yarn that it was on, and now I've started a new one. I had a hard time picking which ball to do next because of the colors and everything, but it worked out. So I think after this ball, there's 2 more left. I'm thinking that the last ball might be for the tassels, but I don't know. I think this blanket is almost basically a square now, but yeah, I'm gonna move the stitch marker now before I forget for next time. But yeah, that's what it's looking like. So I guess I pulled it from down here, about that much. So, okay, let me get this out of the way. My goal for this, I didn't have a goal to finish it. I think I just had a goal to work on it. Oh, I didn't even write a goal down for it for January. I did write a goal down for it for February though, and we'll get to that at the end when we talk about plans. So, okay, those are my projects. I know that was really fast, but it is what it is. So, like I said, finished the dogs in a frame, put the beads on Cozy Cafe, did a few hundred stitches on, not a few hundred, maybe like 200 on Sweetheart Campfire, and then did several rows of some crochet blanket. So I do have, I would say, quite a bit of haul to show, so that might be the bulk of this video. So anyway, I'll talk about what helped me with the beading first, and kind of talk about the cross stitch store that I went to. So, like I said, it's called Cross Stitch Peddler in Decatur, Alabama, and it was so cute. So I had never been to, there was one other cross stitch store that I went to, but they weren't really a cross stitch store anymore. Like, they still sold a lot of patterns and they had floss, but they didn't really have a lot of fabric, and the store was definitely shifting towards being more of a quilt shop than being a cross stitch store, and that was the one and only LNS that I had ever been to. But this one is like, when I think of an LNS, this is kind of what I imagined it to be like and look like, and what kind of things they offered, and that sort of thing. So there were tons of models that she had on the walls, and it was just cool to like see cross stitch in person because I don't really get to do that. So anyway, it was super cool. She had a shop dog named Henry. So cute. I think her name was Lisa. But yeah, so it was just super cool. And she had lots of Lizzie Kate and a bunch of, it was also cool because there were several patterns I saw in there. I was like, oh, I know someone that's stitching that, and I know somebody that's stitching that, and like, oh my gosh, everybody is doing this one. And anyway, it was just really cool to kind of fangirl about cross stitch in person. So anyway, I grabbed a few things from her store, obviously. I did need like a couple colors. It was cute too. So she had a sign on the door that it was just like her handwriting on a piece of copy paper that said, you know, mask required, and then she said cross stitchers only. And I turned to, because Bobby came with me, and I turned to Bobby, I was like, oh, I guess you're not allowed. He came in anyway, but it was really funny. And but she was like, what are you looking for? And I was like, well, I need 2 colors of Weeks Dye Works and some white Ada. So anyway, and then of course I grabbed some other things, but the 2 colors of Weeks Dye Works that I was looking for are for Reaping Love by Silvercreek Samplers, and these are Charcoal and Celadon. So this is the grass, and this is his cloak, the Grim Reaper's cloak. So yeah. And I ordered some fabric from Fortnite Fabrics for this pattern. However, I don't believe it'll be in time before when I want to start it, because I haven't gotten, ooh, hold on, Piper's, are you coming over here? Is that what's happening? Okay. I thought she was gonna knock the water over again. I ordered some fabric for Reaping Love from Fortnite Fabrics. I have not received a shipping notification yet, so I'm not sure if it'll really be here when I want to start it. I wasn't sure if they like dye to order, or if it's just if they ship already, if they have a stock that they ship from, or if they dye stuff as it gets ordered. Anyway, I digress. I'll just start it when it gets here. I want to start Reaping Love for Valentine's Day weekend, but what happens, what happens. So anyway, but I got the Weeks Dye Works. I still even need to get the DMC for it, or at least look at my stash and see what I already have or what I need to buy or whatever. So yeah, got some Weeks Dye Works. And then I also got some white Ada. It's just 16 count. That's nothing to you because it's just all washed out. But anyway, it's 16 count white Ada, and this is for Unplug and Go Outside, which I have, I think, all the way kitted. I think there's some flosses that I might be missing, but I think I'm going to have to pull them from other patterns. So anyway, so I got that. And then I got a few charts. So I got the Lizzie Kate like season smalls. So I got, oh, the glare. Okay, I got you know, fall, winter, summer, and spring. I didn't buy any of the called for colors for any of these, but I really just bought them because I wanted more like small things to be able to pull from if I wanted to, because all my projects are big projects. I don't have any like small stuff laying around. So anyway, I wanted to have more small stuff to pull from, but yeah. And I know I've seen Liz from Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch do the summer one, the long one right there. So anyway, sorry for all the glare. But there's winter. And then here's spring. So yeah, I got all those. And then the other pattern that I got that it very much was like, yep, I'm gonna get it, was the fox from Cottage Garden Samplings. So I'm pretty sure this was actually her last copy. But she also had she had several different sizes of the called for fabric, or I guess the called for fabric is 40 count, but she had the called for color in several different counts. So this is Mirage by Picture This Plus, and this is a 36 count. So it'll just be a little bit bigger than what the called for is, because the called for is 40. So yeah. But anyway, I totally just got this on a whim because I've seen everybody start it, talk about it, kit it up, and I couldn't say no to the fox anymore. So, and the fact that she had the fabric there that goes with it, I was just like, sign me up, please. So yeah, I got the fox in the fabric, I got some Lizzie Kate, I got some Weeks Dye Works, I got some Ada, and then what helped me a lot with my Cozy Cafe beading was I bought this Tacky Bill adhesive bead bed. So I heard Steph talk about this in one of the Just Keep Stitching videos, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And she said they used to be called Tacky Bobs, and then they like went away and people were really sad, and then they came back, but they were called Tacky Bill. And what was funny to me is the girl at the store was telling me the exact same story. So, but anyway, it's basically, if I can get it open, it's basically like a CD case kind of thing. Oh my gosh, I'm having a hard time opening it. Okay, got it. So anyway, it's basically like a CD case of sorts. I got this like brown, like, I don't know what you call that. It's a cute neutral pattern. Hey, Pipe. And anyway, it's just got like a sticky layer on there, and then you literally just pour your beads on top, and then you can use your needle to pick up the bead, rather than having, like I was doing for like the first few parts on Cozy Cafe, was I literally was picking up one bead out of the bag, putting it on my needle, and going from there. So anyway, you literally just throw the beads on here and they stick, and then you can pick it up with your needle. So it's really awesome, and there's totally cat hair on it. But that's just the life of having a cat. So yes, this is awesome. I'm planning to take these beads off here and put them back in the bags because I'm done with that project. But yeah, this made putting the beads on Cozy Cafe like 1,000 times easier. So highly recommend. I know that there's, what is that store called? I know it's Allison Rosen is a Crafty Girl. But I can't think of her Etsy store name. You guys are all probably yelling at me right now. But yeah, I can't think of it at all. Anyway, she makes these like, they're like needle minders that have sticky stuff on them like this. So you put the beads on there and then it's like on your project. So yeah, I still can't think of her Etsy store name. Okay, I'm putting it on the screen because it's beyond me. I just can't think of it right now. So, okay. So I went to Cross Stitch Peddler, got some cool stuff, and just got to look and oogle over cross stitch. So that was great. And then, I don't know why I'm referencing this. There's no more notes on here. Like, I'm free off the rails now. Okay, so another purchase I made was, I think I mentioned it in my last video, I bought some floss drops from Adam Hart Cross Stitch, and they came in between last 2 weeks and now. So anyway, I have some already like in use, but I figured I would show them in here first. So I got 2 of the sets. I got, one of them is, she calls them thread chips, and they look like this. And it's just like acrylic little chip, and obviously she's got little holes put on here. So this one at the top is what you would put on the ring. The hole at the bottom is where you would thread your floss through, and then this little slit on the side is where you would put like a smaller piece of floss that you've already pulled off here, but maybe you're done with it. So anyway, got a pack of these, which I think was like 25 of these little chips. And then I got the one, and it comes with a ring, so you can put it on there, which I'll show with the other one because I already started using the other one. But with this one, she had like a bundle. So I got the bundle so that it came with a needle minder, which, as you might can tell, is the same color. And so I think she just like the little holes that get cut out of here, she's able to repurpose and turn into needle minders, so that match her thread drops. So anyway, super cool. I haven't kitted anything up to put on these, but I am kitting up Unplug and Go Outside, and that one is on the other set. Hold on. Oh, I just messed it up. Whatever. I like pulled the string all the way out. Okay, so the other set that I got was the thread bobbins, and this one she just did frosted clear. I think she's probably gonna do more colors in the future, but this is what the floss drops look like. So obviously it looks just like a bobbin that you would wind your floss around. And then I'll show you with the ones that I've already done, but it's the same concept. You put, this one goes to the ring, this one holds your floss, and then this one on the side holds the little scraps of floss that you've used, but you still can use again later. So I have used those, or am going to be using more too, to kit up my Unplug and Go Outside, if I can talk. So this is what they look like on, the ring. So, and I just took some sticker paper and then wrote the number and then cut it out to put on the corner. But I'm gonna take one of these off so that I can show it better. Okay, so like I said, the floss gets threaded on this side, and then this is where you put, oh, hello. That's where you put the ring, and then this is where you put your little scrap of floss that you're not necessarily done with. But what I love about this, since it's a bobbin shape, is when you're done, you can just wrap it around the bobbin like this, and then stick this in your floss box. Isn't that freaking genius? So I just want all my stuff to be like this now, because the bobbin is a great way to store your floss, but this is a great way to use your floss with doing the whole like pull one strand off with the needle, and then you already have the length cut that you want it to be. So anyway, this is genius. I don't know how I've lived without it. And I haven't even started stitching with this method yet. So anyway, I'm very pumped. Because I usually store my floss on the bobbins like this. Ooh. Yeah, so I'll just like cut the number off the DMC and then tape it to the top, and then just wind the floss around it, and then I'll just cut off a length at a time. But because this is what is good to go in the box, but this is like the happy medium, because like I said, all you have to do is just like wind this up, and then it's good to go in the box with your other flosses. So genius, absolutely genius. So anyway, I have all these on here, and then I have a few more of flosses that I already had that were on bobbins that are just kind of in here that I need to go through and put on these, because some of them are brand new, so all I have to do is, you know, fold in half over and over again. But a lot of them I have cut off of before, so I'll need to measure and make sure that they're all the proper length and whatever. I think someone's car is getting towed or something. There's some weird sound outside. And it's probably gonna be going on for the past like 10 minutes, and I've just been ignoring it because I've been talking about these floss drops and how amazing they are. Anyway, okay, so I think that's all about that. Okay, so I think that's all I have to show today. Like I said, oh wait, we were gonna talk about plans. Yeah, okay. Anyway, we're not done with the video. Okay, so I drew myself out a calendar for February. First, I want to say that I made myself 3 goals for January. 1 was to finish the Cozy Cafe beading. 2 was to finish the right side of Garden Party. That did not happen. I got like maybe a quarter of Garden Party done, which is still really good. And then the 3rd one was to stitch on Sweetheart Campfire for 14 days. As we know, that did not happen. So, my goals, plans, glands, my plans, my goals. I don't know. My goals for February are to start reaping love, whether that be Valentine's Day weekend or later. And then I also want to finish my crochet blanket. February is a short month, but I think I can do it. And then this time my goal is to stitch art. I can talk, I promise. Okay, my next goal is to stitch on Sweetheart Campfire for 3 days. I feel like that's totally meetable, attainable, considering I did it last month. And then I also want to continue working on Garden Party right side. If I don't complete it, that's fine. So yeah, I have 4 goals for February, even though February is like 2 to 3 days shorter than most of the other months of the year. But yeah, it's fine. So really, I think the biggest goals on here are going to be to finish the blanket and do the Garden Party right side. But just starting a project and then working on another project for 3 days, I feel like we can do this. So anyway, that is my plan. And now that I'm actually looking at this, so usually I go in here and I write down like when my floss tube should be, but my next floss tube might not actually happen on the 13th. It might actually be the next weekend, because Bobby and I are going on a small weekend trip, so I don't know. If there's changes to the plan, I will post it on my Instagram. So, good plug there, I guess, for myself. If you're not following me on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram. I definitely don't post as much as I would like to. However, I do religiously scroll through the stories on Instagram. So, yeah. And if you ever want to show me what you're working on, feel free to tag me. And yeah, because I'd love to see what other people are doing. Especially if it's projects that I'm also working on, or projects that I wish I was working on. So anyway, yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, go follow me on Instagram. I may or may not be back in 2 weeks. It might be longer or shorter, and I will talk to you guys next time. So yeah.